So today is Friday the 26th of February. We always record the podcast 2 days before it goes up on a Sunday, which means, luckily for us, it's been timed well. We had, a couple of hours ago, a Pokémon Nintendo Direct. It was a short one, but we got an exclusive game announcement of Pokémon Sun and Moon. How do we feel, Challis?
I'm excited as always, because you know that Pokemon's my favourite Nintendo series as it is, so if you're giving me a new generation, I'm going to lose my stuff here. No, I'm excited.
Yeah, I think for the both of us, I think you're probably more excited than I am. You're a bit more of a diehard Pokemon fan. But yeah, I really appreciate the series anyway. I get why people like it, and I dip in and out of it in certain amounts. But yeah, I say unfortunately, there's a little bit of made it a little bit lackluster today, I guess, that we found out yesterday. It was rumoured that the games were coming. We had the images, like the artwork of Pokemon Sun and Moon released to us yesterday. Like, someone leaked it up with the trademarks and stuff, so it wasn't exactly the biggest surprise. It could have been more of a surprise if that obviously wasn't leaked, but it didn't quite have that impact. But nevertheless, to actually have it confirmed is a good thing, I think. Generation 7, obviously they skipped what a lot of people thought was going to happen, being something along the lines of Pokemon Z, which is something we've also talked about in previous podcasts. So, like, is there anything, Challis, you need to sort of say or get off your chest? Like, are you disappointed we didn't get the third sort of installment in the 6th generation?
Not really. I'm a bit shocked in a way, because I thought it was a to be confirmed title, but if you're going to give me a Generation 7 game first, I'm going to happily take it. You know, I mean, I'm excited to see more of this game as the months go on, but no, I'm not going to dwell that we're not going to get Pokemon Z. Well, we don't know. We might still. I mean, it's very doubtful now, but you never know what's going to happen.
Because these games, if you didn't know already, anybody listening, they are announced for the end of this year, so anytime in the holiday period. So my guess would be November.
Yeah, November's a very Pokemon month. That's what they've released it in previous generations. So no, November does look like a safe bet. Yeah,
which is cool. Plenty of time. Like this year actually looks all right, not just for Pokemon, but general Nintendo. I mean,
we're still early days as well. We've still got a long time to go.
Oh, exactly. There's E3, there's the inevitable sort of NX, hopefully an announcement. Whether it's going to come out this year or not, we won't go into that one again. But yeah, new Pokemon Sun and Moon officially announced for the end of the year. They are 3DS, so I was just saying to Challis before this podcast, when we were just having a chat, it's kind of strange that it's not new 3DS exclusive, which, you know, personally I'm happy about, because I don't have a new 3DS. I know Challis does, but I'm not sure about the sales of them. Obviously they're not anywhere near the actual 3DS and 2DS models.
No, they're very low.
It just, to me, it seems weird. At the same time, I'm glad, because it means I don't have to go out and buy a new model 3DS, but I can see why they didn't, because there would have been a lot of backlash and stuff. But then
I'd be very shocked if they announced it is going to be exclusively to the new 3DS anyway.
Yeah,
I just can't see it succeeding if it is.
Yeah, I don't think they will, but it's a weird one, because then you're like, oh, okay, well, are they sort of ditching the new 3DS already? Like, where is that going as a console? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe, is it just Xenoblade was an exclusive?
I think it is, yeah.
I have a feeling there was one more, but it's a really small game that no one really cares about. But
not clue. No, to my knowledge, it's only Xenoblade.
Yeah, but that's my point. There's really been little reason, other than like little, slightly insignificant things like the quicker loading and the better processors, etc., the better screen in 3D. But yeah, that's a really weird one. I mean, Nintendo's been known to do loads of different versions of their consoles, especially handhelds. I mean, you look at the Game Boy Color and Advance, and even the original Game Boy, there was all sorts of the Pocket, the Game Boy Micro SP, blah, 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 which they all did all right, apart from, I remember, like, the Micro. actually was really, really hard to get hold of, and still is. Like, if you see that in a shop, it's going to be really expensive to get, which I still really want one. Going back to Pokemon, what would you want in this new generation? So we're on Generation 7. Obviously, we're probably going to get some new Pokemon. That's more or less a given. There was something you wanted to touch upon from the Direct, a little sentence that was said.
Well, it's right at the end. It's got me thinking where it says it all comes together in so-and-so. So that makes me think, what are they going to do something brand new? Are they going to, I don't know, tie in all the regions, have one giant game? I don't know. That sentence kind of intrigued me.
Yeah. I mean, people have sort of wished for that kind of thing to happen for quite a while now, I guess. I'm not sure necessarily how well it would work. Just, you imagine 6 or 7 regions, and then that means 6 or 7 lots of 8 badges. It could get weird.
When it comes to playing the actual storyline, collecting badges, I feel like, I don't know if it's just me or not, but I finished those badges really quickly anyway, because go in one spot, go through a cave, you end up in another town. I would like a bit more. I mean, with Gold and Silver, we had 16, and that felt more of a, there's a bit more content in there.
Yeah, that's why, or a large part of what makes Gold and Silver my favourite in the series. I know you feel differently, but I think that is definitely a positive thing for it to do. I'm not saying every Pokemon since should have done something like that, because it would have got old. But maybe they need to sort of. I know people are always saying about Pokemon is always retreading ground, and they need to spice things up a little bit, or largely. But maybe the badge system is something that could change.
Anyway, I'm really interested to see how, because you do have to take some new steps anyway. It needs to keep the idea fresh, otherwise it's going to become stale, like it was towards Generation 4. It started to get a bit stale. They come back with Generation 5, revamped it all, best generation in my opinion, and just they got to have something to kind of give it a kick again, just to keep it alive.
Yeah, and I mean, it could be a lot of things. It could be how it looks visually. I mean, if this was a proper 3D game, not like X and Y, where that felt still very 2D, but it was like a very 3-dimensional space, and it didn't work in like the sort of block, sort of square movement that most of them do. Like, that could be something. I'm not saying it necessarily needs that, but something like that could be something. Whether it's art style or mix it out with the badges, like I said, like it just off the top of my head now, like if you wanted to do the thing where it's like all the regions in one game, maybe there could be this, like, and this might sound ridiculous because it's off the top of my head, but like instead of doing the Pokemon League, it's like this next thing, which is like a Super League, and you get one badge from each region, and you go around, and obviously you need the 8, but I don't know how exactly that'll work in, but you go around and you enter this tournament to be like the best in the world, not just the region, but the world of Pokemon. Like, I don't know how that would work. Like, I'm just coughing feathers.
There's many. That's me, and trying to rally my brain as you're speaking as well. I'm just trying to think of fresh concepts too. I mean, I'd like to see him do a bit of like an Animal Crossing sort of thing, like just limit to your friends. Like, have your friends walking around in the same region as you. Like, me and you could be walking next to each other. Something silly like that. I mean, you couldn't have it, a massive MMO because it would just be ridiculous. But limit it just like your friends.
You could have a little.
Just send an invite.
Yeah, I think like with the definitely with that, actually, that's a really cool idea. I think actually you saying that, like, I was worried you were going to go into like the MMO territory then, but I think maybe a party, like a 4 or something like that. That could be really cool, and you can go around as a party.
And then you could even do double, triple battles.
Yeah, exactly. Which would be really cool, and there could be specific, like, not necessarily objectives, but sort of side quest-y type things that you can go down that avenue when you're playing with friends, but you can actually do the game in single player as well.
whether you could have talking a side quest, you could have like a battle tower sort of thing, but you and your friends have got to get through it with your Pokemon sort of thing. Got to be the best. Some team, I don't know. I'm just trying to throw ideas out there, but there's definitely potential to keep this series live with fresh ideas anyway.
Yeah,
and I don't. It's such a popular series. It's not going to crash and burn anytime soon anyway.
Oh no, it's just. I mean, with each generation of the games, more to a degree. Another generation of like children or teenagers are sort of dipping into the games anyway, because we're there once every few years, the actual proper generations, if you're not counting like remakes and stuff like that. Fresh faces are being introduced. Like you see various comments on websites or YouTube, anything like that, and it's quite often you see them say, "Oh, red and blue were my first ones," which they were for a lot of us. Or I've seen people say, "Oh, I'm really glad they remade Ruby and Sapphire because they were my first Pokemon games." I'm like, wow, like it felt like Pokemon had been around years when that came out for me, but you forget like people had just been introduced then. You imagine like that's the same with Diamond and Pearl, Black and White, X and Y. I've seen actual people say, on comment boards that X and Y were their first games as well, which is absolutely bizarre to think, and it makes you feel really old, but that is actually a thing. That's a reality with the series where it's so popular, and it's 20th anniversary, so 2 decades. Even more people are going to be introduced into it, especially if their consoles are doing well, which a 3DS is. A lot of people have a 3DS. So yeah, Pokemon can go a long way. I still feel like it's got so much potential, which sounds really weird
We're
thing.
only evolving anyway, aren't we? It's not to be a pun, but yeah. No, like, it will be... There's just so much they can do, and there's so much they will do. Because it's just... The series is important to Nintendo as well. I mean, they couldn't afford to slip up.
Yeah, it's the big three, isn't it?
Mm.
I mean, Mario, Pokemon, Zelda. Yeah. I mean, this is probably... Without looking at statistics or anything, this is probably the most consistently well-selling game in their franchises, because Zelda doesn't really compete with Mario and Pokemon in sales. It's just quite critically acclaimed with reviewers and fans. But each Pokemon game, like each generation, sells really well.
Yeah. Don't know. There's a lot on this. Since we've seen the direct a few hours ago, there's so much rattling in my brain. Like, to me, this new region, whatever they're going to call it, does look like it's based from China as well. It would be like an early prediction.
Yeah, it's definitely like, it looks like it's in that part of the world, Asia. It looks inspired architecture-wise by stuff like that, even though we've only seen like the really sort of low resolution screens just from the video that we sort of saw their staff like with bits of paper on the wall or them working on something on the computer. It's stuff like that seems quite interesting, because I thought X and Y was quite interesting being in like Paris or in France. Felt quite fresh.
It's good to broad out away from Japan.
Yeah, it felt quite fresh actually, which is something they could do. I don't want it to get like too in depth. I don't want to walk around the streets of London and do stuff like that. It'd be a bit weird. Like
get most outside of Greg's.
Yeah, going into Sports World, getting some Nikes.
Yeah, but I mean, we've had so little information now, but we're already talking so much speculation about this game. Like, judging by the logos as well, because it does look like Solrock and Lunatone as well. An early guess would be they're going to get Mega Evolutions in this game as well.
Yeah, which
it could be a given, but
I mean, that's not the biggest deal on the world.
Yeah, no.
Make or break. If you don't like it, it's not going to matter, is it? Just if you never use them Pokemon anyway, you're probably not going to use them. So,
well, I've never had them in my squad anyway.
No.
Been there. But that's it. Well,
I'm sure 2016 is going to be full of speculation and rumours and wishes about Pokemon Sun and Moon. until we see the rest of, or any more footage, to be honest, like a proper reveal of like the gameplay, which
I reckon we'd have to wait till E3 now.
I was about to say to you, actually, do you think E3 is going to be when we next see it?
Yeah. That's where I'd put my money.
Which, it's not really too far away. It's nearly March now. March,
April,
we're
May. Nearly quarter of the way through the year already.
Yeah, so 3 whole months, and then it's like the second, third week of June. So
Christmas. But interesting. The thing that kind of shocked me a little bit today as well was the fact that we didn't get any new Pokken details. Well, with the game coming out soon, you'd thought whether just to build a bit more talk about it.
Yeah, so
let's discuss it a bit, but they didn't.
That's just a few weeks away now, isn't it? End of March. In the UK, I believe it's pretty similar, or it might even be the same for the rest of the world. But yeah, obviously the Direct actually focused on, if you've not seen it already, what we've been talking about was the latter part of the Direct. It was only a 6-minute presentation, but the latter part featured the announcement of Sun and Moon, which we've just discussed, and it actually introduced the Virtual Console version of Red, Yellow and Blue, which I think there's a cool little detail in there which we didn't know about before, was the Pokemon Bank situation, which it's nice in case you didn't see the Directs. Basically, your save file from Red, Blue and Yellow, your Pokemon can be transferred from there into the Pokemon Bank, and they are confirmed to actually link up with Sun and Moon, which sounds weird. I keep forgetting Sun and Moon is actually a thing for Pokemon now. Felt really weird saying that. Oh, you nearly said Ruby and Sapphire or something. But that's all going to link up. It's not confirmed yet whether that's all going to link up with X and Y or Omega Ruby Sapphire. We'll see on that. I imagine some people would probably be a little bit disappointed if that's the case. They didn't work on them games, but hey, you got to move on at some point.
Does lead me to think though, now that Red, Blue and Yellow are going to be connected with the Pokemon Bank, does that mean they're going to release all the other games? Is Gold and Silver going to come next? Are we going to slowly have a pattern where we can just start off on Red and Blue and have a big old journey using a Pokemon Bank?
It would be really cool, because not to go off topic too much, but with My Nintendo, if you know anything about that, and the NX situation and rumors, people are saying, or one common complaint over the years of Nintendo has been that with the Wii to the Wii U, you had say you downloaded Super Mario 64 on the Wii, you had to re-download it again on Wii U, but you had to pay again. And I know they reduced the price if you already had it, but it's getting to the point where we're going to get NX. We're most likely going to get a Virtual Console on the NX, and Mario 64 is most likely going to be on the Virtual Console and NX. Can they really charge you again for it? It would be pretty bad if they did, to be honest. So the sort of discussion lately I've been hearing from a lot of people online is that there's going to be this Nintendo account where it's taken in everything from probably about Wii U forward. It's taken that into account, and you take all your games with you now. So you've got Mario 64. You can re-download it. It's yours because it's on your Nintendo account. And if that's a starting place for that, maybe a similar thing, could happen with the Pokemon Bank. This is a starting point. And to go back to what you were saying and actually go full circle, Red, Blue, and Yellow now is the starting point, and whether it's next year or a year later or 2-3 years, we might get Gold and Silver on the Virtual Console, and they'll get introduced through Pokemon Bank, and they can go through to what will be out already then, being Sun and Moon. So you'll start to develop, and stuff will be stored in the Pokemon Bank, and hopefully, how many ever years later, stuff will actually be there, and not just for a short amount of time. Once the console's lifespan runs out, whatever comes after the 3DS, Pokemon Bank will always be its own thing, and you can log into that through whatever console comes next, if that makes any sense. Or have I completely just gone off the rails?
Don't worry, I'm still following.
So that's my thought. Hopefully it can be this little hub where you keep so many hours of data, because people pour hundreds and hundreds of hours into Pokemon, getting teams and collecting hundreds and hundreds of Pokemon. it's not just building your team, but it's like actually filling in the Pokedex, and not in just one game, but generation after generation after generation. There should be this place now we can store all that and actually take it all with you, because it is a bit harsh. I understand the technology weren't there in the earlier days, but now it's like you should be able to continue and develop and evolve this and really flesh out the Pokedex. Obviously, it's going to get into the, in a few years, it's going to be going up to nearly 1,000, or hitting 1,000 Pokemon.
At the end of Generation 6, it was 720.
Damn,
give it a few more generations, you're hitting 1,000.
Yeah, depending on how many they do for each generation. But
that's the thing. When it came to Generation 6, they cut it down. I can't remember the exact number. It's not 150 though. It was cut way down. I think it was just under 100. So yeah. I can imagine that'll be a common trend now anyway. Just keep it a bit smaller. But who knows?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter as long as a Pokemon. It's quality over quantity, I think.
No, yeah, I'd agree.
So, Pokemon Sun and Moon coming out end of this year, and Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow on the Virtual Console for 3DS. I want to say this Sunday.
No, it's out. Wow, it'll already be out by the time this podcast airs. It comes out Saturday.
Oh man, it's so confusing. We're recording on a Friday. It's out tomorrow, which is actually yesterday if you're listening. So just don't listen to me. Just go on the internet. It's out
Saturday the 27th. You've already got it. You've filled the Pokedex already.
Right, so Challis, being the Pokemon fanatic that you are, I thought it would be very fun and evil of me to test your knowledge a little bit in a fun little game.
The next time around, I'm going to quiz you on something. This is 2 times now you've had to quiz me. I'm going to spring one on you one time.
I'm just one step ahead. So, putting you on the spot, just a disclaimer for anyone out there listening to this podcast, Challis knows absolutely nothing about this. So, I am going to think of a Pokemon, and you have to guess what that Pokemon is. Right, so I will give you, I'm not so much of a Pokemon expert myself, but I'm going to tell you that it's going to be one of the original 151.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you're ready, I'm ready.
Fire away.
Okay, so all you can do is ask me questions. I can say yes or no to them. And what should we make a limit of? What one number do you want a limit of? Give yourself a nice number. Do you want it like traditional 20 questions?
Go 10. Let's
10. You feeling confident?
I'm in the top percentage, okay?
Okay, well, okay, guys, you heard it here
I'm gonna
first.
eat my words, but, let's have a bit of a challenge.
Right, so you're going to nail a random Pokemon I'm thinking of on my head in 10 questions, and it can only be like a yes or no question.
Okay, have you got a Pokemon ready?
I have a Pokemon ready.
You have to jot down some notes. I'm going to forget what I'm going to ask you. So
right. So
give me a second.
That's fine.
Memory is awful.
I've got a pen out ready.
I'll have to use my computer.
Oh, yeah. That's it. You're going to look up Pokemon now.
Yeah. That's right. I know all 151. I wasn't born yesterday.
Yeah, so, it could be anything from types to whatever colour it is. I don't know. Whatever people classify Pokemon with.
Right.
You ready?
How many are we going to do?
Let's do 10.
Bloody hell, how long have we got?
Oh, no, sorry, 10 questions.
No, wait.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see how well you... Let's see how well you do, and then actually you can give me one if that would make you feel better. And I will do badly because I'm not the biggest Pokemon guy.
All right, then. Okay, I'll get started.
Right, you ready? Let's go.
Is it a flying type?
No. You're going to need more than 10. I'm just putting it out there.
Is it in Ash's party in the anime?
No.
I don't think you're really prepared. Do I know the answers to these before I answer them?
Well, okay. I'll give you I'm saying no. I'm pretty confident that's a no. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to call you up on this if you're wrong. By the way.
Yeah,
you're going to hear the end of it.
That is fine. That's fine.
Right.
Because I'm putting you on the spot. I'm trying to make you look like an idiot, so you can make me look like an idiot.
Is it a psychic type?
No. Yeah, I can hear you typing.
I'm typing not psychic. I'm gonna forget. Is it seen in the anime commonly in someone's party, whether it be in Misty, Brock's, Team Rockets, etc.?
I don't believe so. I'm not entirely confident. I'm pretty confident that it's not.
Can it be found in a cave? You weren't ready for this, right?
Balls. I want to say...
I feel like I'm in charge now.
I want to say in some games. I don't know if it was in Red and Blue, but later on...
Let's keep this to Red and Blue then.
Okay, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm having doubts because I think it might be in one cave. That's not Mount Moon. I'll give you that.
Thanks, a little freebie. Can you catch it with a fishing rod?
No.
I'm running out. I need one answer right here. Okay, I'm regretting this whole 10 question thing. I was getting way too cocky.
Well, yeah, we're on 6, but I'll give you 20 because I'm nice. Mm-hmm. We'll just play it like 14-year-old boys and girls. 20 questions.
Is it part of an evolutionary line?
Yes.
Okay.
It is part of an evolutionary line.
So it's not flying, it's not psychic.
Nope.
It's probably not water because you can't catch it by fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Can't find it in the caves. That kind of rules out a lot of ground and rock Pokemon. Is it a fire type?
No. Damn, son. It's not a Charmander.
I was thinking that you were thinking of Charizard for a second. I know how much you like Charizard.
Yeah. That'd be too obvious, I feel.
Is it a starter Pokemon?
No. Think.
I am, man. You know. Is it... I'm running out of ideas because I just keep saying types, but... Is it a grass type?
No. So there goes your 10 questions, but...
Alright, well, that was good, wasn't it? Glad I picked 10.
Yeah.
Right, not flying, it's not psychic, it's not fire, it's not grass. It's not water, is it?
No.
Don't think so.
I'll give you that one for free, because I think you've sort of asked me that anyway. But hey, I'm just a nice guy. Just giving out freebies. So any Pokemon in Pokemon Red and Blue.
Is it a legendary?
No.
I feel like I need one of those balls I can just cross off all the Pokemons that go along.
Yeah, it would be handy, wouldn't it? But
Well, it's so vague.
I know. That's why I gave you 20, because when you said 10,
Can you catch it on its own? Or do you have to evolve? Basically, I'm asking, do you have to evolve it or can you catch it?
Oh, you can catch it. Plain.
You can catch it.
In the wild. Yep.
Okay, so that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Is it? Cool. Is it a normal type?
No.
Poison?
Nope.
I'm running out of types. Dragon?
No. Come on, man. There's what?
I've pretty much nearly run out of all the types.
No, there's one that's quite common. And
ice wasn't in red and blue. Dark wasn't in red and blue.
I feel like ice wasn't. Yeah, it was in red and blue. Ice was.
No. Jinx was a water type. They pretty much introduced ice into Generation 2 and then said that some Pokemon are now
Wasn't
ice.
Jinx ice and psychic?
No, it was water and psychic.
Okay.
Was it Jinx?
No.
All right.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that for free because maybe I led you on there.
You little tease.
Nothing to do with ice. Ice, baby.
Not flying, not psychic, not fire, not grass, not water, not normal, not poison, not dragon. Rock type?
Nope.
Ground type?
No.
What am I missing?
You're on 17. So, okay, go back through the types you've already said and think of what they're super effective against or something. Because that might help you out. Like,
I feel like I've almost covered every type. I'm trying to think. Ghost?
No.
What the hell, man? Are you just making this up?
Yeah, it's a dipshit type.
You're a dipshit.
You're a cow. Come on, go back through.
I'm looking through them all. It's not flying, not psychic, not fire, not grass, not water, not normal, not poison, not dragon, not rock, not ground, not ghost.
I've
I've said them all. That's right.
No.
Am I going to kick myself?
Yeah, well, at the type at least. But once you get the type, it narrows it down.
Oh, is it electric?
Yes. You've got one more question, and it has to be the Pokemon.
Is it Pikachu?
No. Right, you can run over if you want. So.
No, let's keep asking. I'm going to keep digging.
That's what I'm saying. You can keep going.
All right.
Do.
Rude. Is it? You can catch it. Is it a Voltorb?
Yes.
Oh, right. 21 questions.
Yeah. So you're in 21. Well done.
Right. Can we call that a warm-up one? Let's have one more.
You want me to quiz you again?
One more.
Okay.
Let's not do 10.
Okay, let me find a pen that isn't a permanent marker because that's just ruining my life. Right, okay. Right, I'm ready.
I'm just trying to think now if you can catch Voltorb in a cave.
I had a feeling.
Get him in a power plant, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I knew. So. But I had a feeling you could get him, and I think I'm wrong, which is why I said no. Did I say no? You can't catch him in a cave. But
you said no.
Yeah, I just had a feeling you could catch him. Is it the Diglett Tunnel or something?
No, you can only get Diglett and Dugtrio there.
Screw it then. I was right. Woohoo! I am so smart. SMAT.
Yeah, in red and blue, you can only get it in Route 10 and Power Plant.
Okay, Mr. Bulbapedia.
Yeah, I'm on Bulbapedia right now. You can get it in a cave spot in Pokemon XD. There we go.
Hey, I'm going to play that game tonight.
XD.
I just think of the smiley face.
Have you got another Pokemon? Let's.
Yeah.
I nail it this time. Right, so we're sticking with the whole red and blue thing.
That's disgusting. Yeah.
Right. Is it... Let's try and go through the types quicker this time. It's going to be so much easier. Is it a psychic?
Nope.
Is it a ghost?
Nope.
Is it... fire?
Nope.
Is it water?
Nope.
Is it grass?
Nope.
Is it rock?
Nope. Oh, this is so exciting.
Is it ground?
No.
Is it electric?
No. Are you going to have a go at me again because you thought you've done all the types when you haven't?
Is it poison?
Nah, mate.
Is it dragon?
Nope. Well, that's half your questions.
Hey, and we haven't even got the type yet. Is it normal?
Yes.
Hey. Right. There's not that many normal Pokemon, which is quite good.
Is there not? Oh, wow. I
Only a
thought
few.
it was. That's why I thought when I picked it.
Is it Kangaskhan?
No. What? Are you trying to be cool and get me like outright on your 12th question?
Is it Taurus?
No.
Is it Jigglypuff?
You're just going to go through every bloody...
Yeah, no, I'm going to try and get you under 20 this time.
No, it's not that round little piece of pink crap.
Is it... Running out of normal types. There ain't that many.
Well, I also have a question then.
Oh, no. Right. Can you catch it?
This could give it away. No. Not true. Yeah, you can't catch it. Sorry. Yeah.
That hasn't given it away. I can't think now. Is it not the first step in an evolutionary line?
It is the first step.
Is it an Eevee?
Yes.
Hey!
17.
Let's see, you know. I'm getting good at this. Just call it quits there. Like, say I won one.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Cool.
Next time I'm going to do this on you.
Okay. Do you want to test my Pokemon knowledge now? Or should I think of a Pokemon?
We'll save it for next time. I'm going to keep this one.
Okay.
It probably won't be Pokemon. It'll be something else.
You win this round.
All right, then. We'll call it. Sorry. You carry on.
I was just going to say, so is that 1-1? Or are you just being a little bitch and saying the first one was a practice?
We'll call it 1-1.
Sweet. And it's what? 12-0 at Paul as well?
We'll call it 1-1 for this one.
Yeah, so, that concludes our Pokemon special podcast. It's been a bit on the shorter side today, so we apologise for that, but we wanted to sort of celebrate the Pokemon 20th anniversary with somewhat directed at Pokemon. So
some exciting news.
Yeah, it's cool. We're going to have a new generation of Pokemon. We're going to have an opportunity to dive back into the very first one. I've tried making Challis look like an idiot. Challis tried making me look like an idiot, which is always good fun. So, once again, thank you for tuning in to the Nintendogram podcast. I've been your host, Benji Summers, and with me has been...
Me?
That guy, Luke Challis. You can find us on Twitter at Nintendogram UK, and you can follow our Tumblr page, which we've been updating fairly regularly with nice pretty pictures and GIFs. Our URL is nintendogrampodcast.tumblr.com, and please carry on sharing and liking and commenting on anything from our Twitter to Tumblr to YouTube. We really appreciate it. Basically, any feedback, even if it's not necessarily positive, but it's constructive criticism or ideas you've got, anything like that, or tips and advice. We are always happy to get stuff like that, and we're just happy to talk to people. So if you just want to, comment on our Twitter with anything, we'll always reply. We're pretty decent.
Sad.
Yeah, we're pretty decent.
Decent. That's the one.
Yeah. So from myself and Challis, thank you again for listening, and we will see you again in a fortnight's time, because we are now recording and releasing every 2 weeks, because 1 week just wasn't enough.
Because life.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.